Tonight, 2 men are in custody for the death of Fort Hood soldier Gregory Morales, 6 years after his disappearance. His loved ones had few answers, but kept holding on to hope that one day justice would be served. Today, the Killeen Police Department announced the murder charges against 27-year-old Darion Brown and 28-year-old Darius Nobles. 6 News obtained the mugshot of Brown and is still working to get Nobles. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker sat down with the lead investigator and the soldier's mother on how we got here. Sydney.
Bailey, it's been 2,378 days since soldier Gregory Morales was first reported missing, and how long his family has been waiting for answers. His remains were found and identified, but who killed him remained unknown until today. For the first time, there are 2 suspects in custody for his murder.
Over 6 years after a Fort Hood soldier vanished, 2 men are behind bars.
I had a lot of faith in this case from the very beginning. I was expecting for us to get to this at some point. I just didn't know when.
Detective Jonathan Mueller led the case for Killeen PD.
Multiple search warrants, going through phone logs, phone records, people that he contacted. It's just endless interviews.
Working alongside multiple agencies, including Fort Hood CID and Texas DPS.
Obviously, nothing's fresh. So 48 hours is a real thing. Just keep going, keep looking at all the leads and just follow it.
Months of work just to get the evidence.
I believe we had our suspects probably within the first 2 months of his remains being located. At that point, it was just actually proving that they did do it.
And to bring peace to a grieving mother.
As a mom, every time somebody else that Greg grew up with hits a milestone, I think Greg should have had that.
Kim Weddle never thought this day would come.
I really thought nobody was listening to me.
She's been on a roller coaster of emotions for almost 7 years.
I felt I should have done something better or more to protect him, as he ended up dead in a field from a gunshot wound to his head.
And finally, a note from KPD in December.
I didn't get a lot of information. I didn't get names, of course, or anything.
An arrest.
I've gotten a bunch of messages from all Greg's friends down there, and they're like, they don't have a clue who these 2 people are.
Made in part with the help from a suspect.
One of the suspects did share a lot of information. It's not often that you have someone who's involved in a murder show remorse for his actions.
Mueller and his team are celebrating today, but not for them.
Family closure is the biggest thing for us.
Even though the loss will never be made right.
It's just a lot. Every day you wake up and it's another day without him.
It's one step closer to an answer.
I just kind of need to know why these 2 guys decided Greg's life wasn't worth living.
Both Nobles and Brown still must be indicted by a grand jury before this case moves to trial. Detective Mueller says the investigation remains active and open, and additional suspects have not been ruled out.
Yeah, so glad you looked further into this, Sydney. Thank you so much.